tricked into buying this game on Steam, thinking it was this great indie title. Of course, you know, Sony is involved in it. And then what happened was, yeah, hey, surprise, you're going to have to sync this game with your PSN account. And oh, some countries don't have it? I guess you're not getting the game then. Bunch of bullshit. Yeah, you got it. We're doing pretty good. Thank you very much. Let's see here. That was Michelle McCarty. So anyway, yeah, Helldivers 2 was delisted by Sony, not Steam. Valve rep says the game's not available for specific regions as decided by the publisher. Steam reps are informing some Helldivers 2 players that the game's publisher, Sony, pulled it from sale in regions where the PlayStation Network is not available. Not Steam itself. Yeah, I don't think Steam would do that. I don't think Valve would do that. I love it. Like, this is the problem with AAA gaming right now. Every time they have a good thing, they destroy it. Like, you know the other shoe is going to drop at some point in time. You're better off with indie titles. Yeah. They said earlier this month, Sony announced Helldivers 2 players on Steam would soon be required to link a PSN account for safety and security. For marketing, Square said it. Square said the quiet part out loud. They flat out said that they want to build up the largest contact list, email list that they can to market to you. So they're telling you what and why they're doing it. At least be honest. Sony wants more people to join PlayStation Network so they can market to them. So yeah, they said that it was also going to be a requirement for players on PC, but due to issues at launch, linking was made optional for a period. No, I think it was called bait and switch. I think it was a bait and switch. I think they knew if they didn't have it in those 177 countries, or they told people they had to link to PlayStation Network, they would not have purchased the game. And they want, these companies are desperate for new customers, so they're going to try to build up their contact list. Yeah, I think that's 100% what happened. The news was immediately met with intense backlash, which resulted in influx of negative reviews from Helldivers 2 players on Steam. Many asked for a refund as Helldivers 2 was pulled from sale in 177 countries, eventually leading Sony to overturning plans to enforce mandatory PSN linking for Helldivers 2 players on Steam altogether. In one response, the player was told that the game was pulled from specific regions and as decided by the publisher, and Steam did not know when the game would be made available in those countries. And you're supposed to contact Sony. Yeah, so Sony, I think, is behind the censorship on Stellar Blade Shift Up. I think they put the pressure on them to change the costumes, to take out their graffiti, all that stuff that you know, they've been doing, the shenanigans that have been going on. And this is another reason to I think, to just invest in a gaming PC. It's my own personal opinion. I mean, you guys do what you want to do, but this is the other shoe always drops with these consoles, and they're gonna get more and more desperate. As for why 3 additional regions have been added to the restriction, even though Sony has reversed the decision to compel players to connect to the PSN account, apparently that's to do with a similar delisting strategy for the upcoming Ghost of Tsushima. I always have a hard time saying that. Ghost of Tsushima director's cut, for which Steam has taken the unprecedented action of auto-refunding players who bought it in countries where the PSN isn't available. It was an administrative error correction. What? This is nonsense. Remember when you bought a game and you put it in the console and it just played? And that was it? Like, I think it's bullshit. I think now is a fantastic time to jump ships. So look at this, though. This is kind of cool. It's coming from the gamer, but whatever. Star Wars fans add clone troopers, droids, and ATSTs to Helldivers 2. See, this is the thing. You can mod this stuff, too, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, so this is Helldivers 2, but Star Wars.
Oh, dab me up.
Here.
Dab me up.
Oh, no way.
Hey! Down with the Jedi.
Oh, yeah. Is that what others?
Avoid drowning. Oh, not even I could swim through that. We're too heavy.
Looks better than Battlefront, right?
I think you need a jetpack.
Yeah, sorry, we can't fly now. That's a stormtrooper thing, not a clone trooper thing. What, you guys don't like sequel references?
No,
It's
Matt,
just
we can
absolutely
age with them.
firing.
Whoa!
What hit me?
What is that? It
Right,
just knocked
that
us
wasn't
both.
me.
Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Let's see what we got going on here. Mods doing the Lord's work again. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's just like I don't know. I'm just telling you. I don't see a point in buying a console other than Nintendo. We're not going to get the next Atari. We're not going to get the next Sega Genesis. It's just not going to happen. So let's move on down the line here. Yeah, speaking of AAA games and developers, EA wants to put adverts. This must be a UK publication. Adverts into AAA games and rely on AI more. The company wants to be very thoughtful about how it does AI. So there's that, right? EA has confirmed it's thinking about putting advertisements. Speaking of advertisements, they're all over the damn website. Putting advertisements in AAA games and has spoken about wanting to use AI more in the development process. Remember when everybody, we're going to talk about Pal World. Remember when everybody was taking a dump on Pal World? They're like, oh, Pal World's using AI to knock off Pokemons. They're using AI. Well, now EA, one of the biggest game studios out there, game developers out there, is telling you flat out they're going to use AI to develop their games. They'll probably come up with better ideas than some of the devs that they have, right? Yeah, think of the ads. Think of the ads, guys. It's going to be just like Ready Player One. We did a video on the main channel on Clownfish TV talking about this. Like, I'm telling you, man, you got games in AAA titles. You've got Elon Musk putting chips in people's heads.